NCRP Productions presents Fantasy Flight's Star Wars RPG, Episode 2.
Hello, and thank you for joining us at the table. I am David, your DM for today. We are playing Fantasy Flight games, Age of Rebellion, Force and Destiny, and Edge of Empire as one game set. Let's meet our players. Going to our left.
Hello, everybody. This is David, and I am playing the bounty hunter Zex, or also known as Six.
You're a scoundrel.
Sometimes.
No, is that the specialization of career name?
No, I'm a.
You're a scoundrel pilot.
Am I a scoundrel?
Yeah.
I could be a scoundrel. Yes. I'm a smuggler pilot.
Oh, smuggler pilot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm the bounty hunter here.
Let's get things straight. Hi, my name is Ty. I'll be playing Victus. I am a mystic Makashi duelist.
Hey, this is Barry. I'm playing the squib Grist. I am the Shadow Sentinel.
Hello, everybody. This is Josh. I am playing Locke, the Zabrak bounty hunter gadgeteer.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Before we begin, I missed this last week. Can I have each of our players roll the Force dice, which is the white D12 dice, please, and tell me what you get. Starting from our left.
I got a 1, I think.
One black or white?
I got a single black dot.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Going next with Ty.
One black dot.
Is that good or bad?
That's
That's
very good.
not
for me.
as good as it could be.
I will
That's good for
explain
him.
once we go. Going with Barry.
It evens
Grist.
out this side of the table.
Yeah.
2 whites.
Ooh, excellent.
2 whites as well.
All
I
right.
love your black or white thing, guys.
So, for the people listening, the dice that were rolled indicate light side and dark side destiny points. Light side is for players, you guys. During the game, you will be able to utilize one of those tokens, our dice, to somehow introduce a fact into the game, to affect re-rolls, to give yourselves advantages. It's just something useful that allows you to have a little bit more control in the story. If you use it, though, you must flip it over to the dark side because the Force must always be in balance. That being said, the dark side allows me, the DM, to do something evil to the game, where if you guys are doing too well, I can flip a dice and be like, maybe you didn't succeed as well as you thought, or something type of happened. It also allows me to do the same if my characters have bad rolls. I can affect that as well. It just allows us a little bit more control in storytelling.
And does the flipping, does that have just a story effect, or is it story or mechanical?
It's whatever you need to use it for. Per the books, the easy one they use is, hey, you guys came to a planet and you come to find out that it has inhospitable oxygen. None of you probably bought, oxygen tanks.
I have a rebreather.
Okay. Some of us are well prepared, but maybe most people didn't buy something, or they didn't buy rations because, whatever. And so what that does is you can flip a white token to dark and be like, I actually did bring masks for everyone because I keep some in my ship because of this incident. You can include however you did it and why, and that's just a truth I have to accept now.
And then that light side point is going to become a dark side point.
Yes.
So it's conceivable in an adventure, especially with 4 of us, it is conceivable to have no points of any sort. Like if everyone rolls the blank on the Force die.
There is no blank.
It could.
Oh, there isn't?
Nope.
There's always.
Oh, this is the only die that has no blanks. All right. So it's conceivable we could end up with only one
light side.
Force point. Well, I'm just saying force point to flip.
1 point per player.
1 point per player. So
At minimum?
At
God, I can't count tonight. Me knew maths very badly. Yes. All right.
No
one
worries.
point per player. All right. I'll shut up because now it's been explained.
Yeah. The other fun fact is that as soon as one of you do it, you can't all do something at the same time. So you can't introduce like a catastrophic event of like.
Here's another catastrophic event.
And I can't do it to
It
you.
lights
so
the fuse goes down the hallway,
Yeah.
and the fuse goes around the corner, the fuse blows the ship up.
It's to help us to stop, get out of a petty like.
Right.
All the stormtroopers
we're not going to
drop
play
their
magic here. We're not playing blue decks. It's what happened. And you're letting the spell go through. That's how that works.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
So is it 1 force point usage per round
You guys have,
but not per action? We can't do it per action.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Pretty much, you have 4 points to play with for this entire session.
Well, unless you use some of the
Unless
dark
I
side
use
more.
some, or if I bogart mine and then don't use any of them at all. Could be.
That's the only way we get more is if you start using
If
them.
I use
We're
some,
rotating 6, so right now it's 4 light,
Okay,
2 dark. but it could change to 6 of 1.
And your morality will affect that. So people with higher light side morality will give your team a lighting 1 force token to start, because you're so in tune with the force that you are literally like an avatar of it.
Okay.
So for those
high number is what, 50?
71.
71.
A 71 is a high number. Okay.
You have to be real good.
All right,
Real
so
good or real
70 over 70.
Yeah, over 70 morality.
Well, that suggests a bad thing. What happens if you're under 30, Dave?
That's a good question.
Well, I'm definitely not under 30. I turned 49 on Saturday.
Well, if you're a dark-sided character, you're really helping your DM out, and he might try to be nice about that.
I like
Thanks.
the idea of dark side points. I think it's interesting.
I agree. So, explaining that, catching us back up from last week, our team gathered together on the planet of Lanak in the Outer Rim, the Carthax sector. You guys started in what is essentially a shadow port, mixed of a lot of different races, groups, and everyone kind of heard about a offer going out by a person by the name of Capo Rando, Toydarian. Everyone calls him KR. You have not earned that right yet.
We haven't earned the R. We have earned the K.
K. Yes. And he asked you to do a job for him, and you guys chose the extra hard job of, we don't want details, we're not going to ask questions, we just want the bigger payout. And your mission took you, using Six's ship, the Rosenrote.
The Rosenrote, that's right.
Yep. Beautiful ship. Made your way over to the Axis Station, which you've learned is a remnant-controlled shadow station. There's a lot of like in and out of coming, and you guys landed on there and are looking for a ship, the R07, because you're looking for stolen goods that KR is hoping that you guys collect for him.
Maybe stolen goods that might fit the Rosenrote.
And you were advised to meet a Lanik by the name of Biz. He said that's his friend. He'll help you get onto the ship or figure out about the ship. And when we last left off last week, I believe it was Locke and Grist were hacking the local terminal, which successfully have found where the location of the ship
We were
is.
walking away unsuspiciously.
Yes. I don't know who broke that and then just kind of left out as it kind of beeped at you, telling you security's on its way.
Nonchalantly, just whistling and just kind of
So that
sauntering
is
away.
that is where we will leave off. The station is quite large. You can see there's some people on speeders or have little scarifs that are carrying cargo. People are walking. This is pretty much a city in space. Where you're kind of directed, you knew that you need to try to either find that ship, the R07, or try to find Biz. From your information, the R07 is located in dock number 7, which from the map that you kind of quickly glanced at before the security alert went off, is on the other side of the station. Pretty much easy way to do it is you guys are on the left side of the station, that ship's on the right. You can probably also tell from the quick look at it that it looks like it's a high security area. So it's going to be an interesting thing to have to get through.
Now, we have fake IDs,
Yes.
and we have a way to find Biz, or we have a way to contact Biz, or we were just sent to find him.
You were sent to find him. You know he has a shop there. Kay did not give you a exact location of his ship, but pretty much you can probably either ask around or find another terminal. But as I last...
Yeah, one that doesn't go off beeping like that.
Something's wrong with that one.
I think so too. But I think we should quicken our pace.
You guys do see a few remnant troopers starting to make their way towards it.
When you say remnant trooper, what does that mean?
Exactly. For the setting, there used to be the First Order. First Order was taken out. This is years after episode 9. So the remnant are the collection of the First Order who kind of remain and are trying to reestablish.
Okay. So they're stormtroopers.
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just cooler looking stormtroopers. They're Neo stormtroopers.
Now, were the other two, were they with us? I thought, if my memory serves, I thought that there was just the two of us doing the check. I thought
yeah.
Locke and I were the only
We
two.
walked over to do the check, yeah.
So Six and Victus went where?
We're waiting.
We were waiting on the ship, I
Yeah,
guess.
I think it's pretty much. I think you guys step through the door, and pretty much two of you lock in. Grist, we're like, hey, like we see this terminal. Give us a second. We're gonna go buy this vending machine real fast.
You and I six are waiting in the crowd.
So the gear that we're supposed to find these supplies. Are we talking crates of supplies,
We don't
or
know.
we're gonna need like repulsor lift to get them back, or are
We
these
don't
like
know.
handheld type things?
That's something you're gonna have to ask. It wasn't. That was remember part of the no questions asked.
And I can't remember what did A5 to 9 put on the ship.
I remember he gave you a knife, a vibro knife, and then he loaded up the
Nav
coordinates to get you to this
Oh,
station. 'cause
okay.
this
All right.
is
He
a-
didn't actually
yeah.
put something.
No,
on
no,
it.
no. He just gave you the coordinates because this is an off the main hypertrail kind of station.
Okay.
Do they have like public transportation, like repulsor lifts, where you can like basically hail a cab kind of thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't we get one of those and have it take us over to the other side, because we've got to load up a bunch of gear. We can load up there and have them bring us back.
Absolutely. On you. Sounds good to me.
So, just to clarify here, we are going directly to this RO7 ship. We're not going to be talking to Lannick at all, or do we want to stop at Lannick first?
Biggs.
You're Atlantic's the
Atlantic
creature.
is his species. He's
Oh,
a small
Yeah.
little.
So you're talking
Sorry,
Biz.
they all
No.
look the same to me.
No, shit, we can
As
go
far as
talk-
I know, Biz is supposed to be there, right? Isn't Biz on the ship?
Biz has got
It's
a
his
shop
ship?
here.
Biz guy's a shop on this station. That you-
He was supposed to give us some info about the job.
Oh, okay. We should probably go talk to him. Huh?
As you guys do, you do pass those stormtroopers, and they're like, "Did you see who was tampering with that computer?"
They're asking us that?
Yeah, they stop you.
Are they talking to a comm like, hey, you?
I'm trying to get the mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't have.
Are
to
they
pull
talking
out-
to something right in front of us? Or
Yeah,
you?
sorry. Yeah, they have their, their helmet sound, pretty much. Excuse us. Can we see your IDs real fast? And have you seen who tampered with this?
So I'm gonna try and use my pheromones to influence it. I think it might have been a malfunction.
Oh, excellent. So using your pheromones, I know your pheromones give a special bonus.
Let's see. Where would I find that?
Your special abilities,
The
probably.
the H character sheet.
And then
Page 3.
do
Page
you
3.
have the
Okay.
Page
extra
3,
character
Appendix
sheet
C,
so I can make sure I have
subsection
the,
D.
Well,
skills.
let's see. Yeah. Okay, skilled jockey and full throttle. Those are my talents.
That's where I wrote my stuff. On this.
Here it's up here. I'm smoking a pile. I'm a faleen. Let me look it up in the book here. Beguiling pheromones. By emitting pheromones and altering their skin color, faleen can affect emotional states of other sentients. Once per check, as an incidental, a faleen may suffer 2 strain to upgrade the ability of a charm, deception, or negotiation check against a living sentient being within short range once. This ability has no effect on targets wearing breath masks or without respiratory systems. Are they wearing a breath mask?
Yes, they are.
The helmet is a breath mask.
Okay, so then I would know it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Smell me.
What the hell's all the green smoke coming out of her?
Can you give me a deception check?
I imagine 6 kind of like Pepe Le Pew, just with this green
walk
gas
in,
comes
yeah.
off.
Monsieur.
And it
So
would,
what do I roll?
so it is. What is your deception base stat?
My deception base stat, which is cunning,
Yes.
is 2.
2, and then what is your skill in deception?
0.
0. So you're gonna roll 2 green dice against 1 purple dice.
And I roll purple die as well.
These guys are pretty confident that
Right.
they know who's going. No one's gonna lie.
I've got
to it.
2 triangles and 2 little blaster barks.
So you got 2 successes and
These
2
cancel out the
failures.
successes, right? Okay.
Yes. So
gotcha.
essentially, you rolled a neutral.
Net 0.
Yes, net 0,
Which is a failure.
which is essentially a failure. Essentially, they
Because
kind
they're
of
wearing masks, they can't smell me.
you know, their visors can't see clearly your enchanting beauty, and your roguish good features.
I am female, by the way.
Exactly.
So, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I'll wait you. I have an opportunity and I'll talk.
You can see that they kind of like stop. They don't have blasters at the ready. They're just pretty much kind of like sitting on their like hip, and they're just talking to you. Malfunction, you say? That doesn't sound right. I think it was.
It doesn't sound like a malfunction to me either. Someone went running that way. Probably them.
Can you give me a deception check? Same difficulty.
Okay. Jeez. So those net 2 successes.
2 successes. They kind of stop. Well, thank you for your assistance, citizen. Enjoy your stay here, and remember, always follow in the direction, keep order, and we won't cause any problems here. Correct?
No, I just not sure which direction.
They just kind of nod and look to everyone. Be safe at your time, and then end up heading out and walking off.
I think be safe is just kind of a thing you do, isn't it? Who doesn't want to go and be safe?
We were going to cause trouble. We wouldn't tell them, right?
No, of course not.
Side question: do the pheromones, are they targeted, or are we smelling them instead of the?
They're targeted. They're targeted.
I just imagine it's a bad like cloud. Everyone's like, I agree.
God damn it, I hate vanilla. My patchouli.
Vanilla Allspice.
My
Incense.
galactic patchouli.
So I ask our team then, what would you guys like to do? You have the
We're
idea.
supposed to be hopping a transport.
Yeah, to go see Biz.
All
Yeah,
right.
Biz, yep.
So you pretty much just sit at pretty much a way station. A little droid-operated vehicle speeder comes along.
Speeder?
Yeah, a little like pretty much like four-seater.
Okay,
Repulsor
okay.
lift, right?
Yeah,
Rickshaw.
a little repulsor lift,
Yeah, rickshaw. Yeah.
Yeah. Stops by, and I'm assuming you guys are gonna ask where you want to go. How are we gonna get this?
Do we know what Big Shop's called?
No, we don't
just-
know anything.
Yep.
I mean, we know the bay. We know the bay that it's in.
No,
You know
we
the-
know the
we're
bay from the ship
we're
we're
not
supposed to
going to the
go
bay,
to.
right.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the shop first and talk to Biggs.
Biz.
Maybe the Biz. Maybe the droid knows. Maybe it's Biz.
Well, I'll lean forward and talk to the droid. Do you know the location of Biz? He's a Lannick who lives here on the station.
It like an R2 droid beeps at you.
And magically we understand it.
It essentially, yeah, it translates to like business. Excellent. And begins taking you guys off as
that
it
was
rolls
it.
through.
Oh, that's the right place.
Yeah, you knew it. Business. As you guys travel through the station, you can see it's a mix of industrial, residential, and business. It seems very much like reminds you a lot of like your own planet. Just kind of built on top of each other, not really well cleaned, and not really a beautiful kind of scenery. But as you make your way through the lights, the people, you do notice there is a heavy influence of remnant soldiers.
I was gonna ask, how many stormtroopers do we see?
Over the course of, we'll say, like about a 15-20 minute travel time, you see quite a bit. You see about 20. They normally seem to travel in pairs of 2.
Are there star destroyers in the atmosphere?
We're not in this planet. We're in a
Yeah,
space
you're on a plane. You're
Oh,
on
we're
a,
space
yeah,
station. All right.
when you were coming in, you do remember seeing quite a few mercantile ships, a few couple of personal fighters, but you did see what are the big kind of space galleons.
The
They're-
big Carillion ships.
Yes, and that is think of like the old Imperial transports. These are the ones that pretty much look like either large bricks or snails, and you're like, okay, I know they're big ships, they're heavily armed, and they have a lot of fun little knickknacks probably on them. that-
Are you referring to like those old Republic dreadnoughts, like those kind of ships?
Not the like the hammerheads.
Yeah.
This is more. I'm trying to remember.
It's okay.
What video, but yeah, they're essentially they do look like snails. That's the easiest way to describe them. They look
Understood.
like roly-polies. But yes, you make your way to business. You see that this has a front stall. It looks like it's a nice little like plastic kind of propped up stand. Think of this as more like an agrabah. Like there's a few odd and end pieces, but it's connected to a main building. That's probably just the front shop. There seems to be a little like helper droid, the little helmet ones you saw from episode 1 that were helping Anakin build his pod racer. The door is open. There doesn't seem to be a slider.
Live nude boffins.
All shaved.
Those boffins.
The rare Persian boffin.
Sphinx. Boffin Sphinx.
As you guys hear, you can hear a little voice in the background. Oh, thanks for your business. Come on in. And as he kind of steps out, this small little man, gnomish in size, large deer, with his hair slicked back, as thin as it is, as we'll call it, wearing this kind of like purple robed outfit, kind of like a little gown, with big brown shoes that kind of curl up like wizard shoes. Yes. So. Oh, new customers. How can I help you? Welcome to Business. What's your business? Because now it's mine.
So looking around the store, is he like a pawn shop or something? Like
Yes.
what is he?
He's an odds and end collector, just kind of like
Odds and
KR,
ends. Oh, yeah.
but definitely
We
a
did
pawn
know the
shop.
name of the place. Odds and Ends. Oh, I wrote
That
it down.
was KR's shop.
Oh, so he's into the same business as KR.
Yeah.
Maybe they're both some sort of
Pawn
fixer.
store owners.
Yeah, it's all front.
Pawn stars.
I'm gonna approach Biz and be like, "Hello, my name's Victus. We are here on business with Kay. We were told to talk to you about a mission."
He kind of like takes like a second, like takes a breath, looks around, kind of like fiddles with his long end of his ear. Yeah, that shipment. Yeah, no, come on in, fellas. Don't let the non-existent door hit you on the way in. Get in here.
We'll follow him in.
Yep. He pretty much like clicks his like snaps his fingers. A few little droids come in from outside and begin trying to like close up shop. Let's go into the back. He takes you through his stuff. You can see there's ship parts, small little things like nothing that's going to be major. Cleaning supplies for weapons, blasters, things like that are out there. But as he takes you to the back, a nice little place to sit, little table, little Pazak table. So can I get you something to drink? You're here with my mutual friend. Is there food I can get you? What's going on?
Yeah, food sounds good to me.
Yeah, you get them food. Get them going. So, the little droid runs off.
So we were told to talk to you from K.
Okay.
He never gave us the R.
Yeah, no, you have to pay for that. You have to earn it. I've earned it. I have the KR. It was very expensive. It's like a premium membership. I highly recommend it. So, he sends you here for a mission to help him with some business.
Yep.
So, before I kind of tell you about that, is there anything I can, like, that you can do to let me know I should, like, trust you? As he's kind of, like, just rubbing his hand, like...
I'm going to attempt to charm him and be like, I think the skill that you can clearly see demonstrated speaks for itself.
All right. Give me a charm check.
All right, so my charm is 2 yellow, 2 green.
He is a 3 purple charm.
Okay.
Is...
What's kind of interesting is we make dice rolls. We're rolling our chance of success against whatever it is all in the one roll.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
And what's really cool is you guys get to describe to me what this kind of looks like with success. It's a team description.
1 success. So 1 success, 2 advantage is what's left over after everything's canceled out.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm just going to kind of, I guess, the flair of the advantage, kind of use that as, like, I have my vibro staff out. Vibro spear, not staff, I apologize.
Go ahead. I was just wondering what you can do with the vibro staff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
You're
different
charming, not coercing here.
I know. I'm trying
It can be charming to the right person.
I'm charming him with my vibro staff. What are you planning to do with that staff later? That's my question.
Well, I can charm a lot of people with it. No, just it doesn't look like a spear though, because the bladed end I wrap in cloth. Mm-hmm. That way I can walk around, and it just looks like a walking stick. Mm-hmm. And so I just kind of like firmly onto the ground and kind of like, I think you can see that Kay has hired some experts. I don't think you need to bother with this beneath us with this bribery business.
We also got IDs from him too.
He gives this nice little like smirk. All right, well the IDs are what I was looking for, but you're right. KR is a person who, being that, definitely gets quality goods, and as he kind of like eyes you all up and down, you look like some quality goods.
So my character, being a former slave, hates that terminology, and I'm just gonna kind of lean down towards him and be like, say that again, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the advantage is definitely, he realizes that he's definitely made a mistake, and he's like, no, what I meant is you're good personnel. You're the word skills. You're skilled individuals. And where is that water?
I'm just gonna lean back away.
Alright, excellent. So he takes your IDs, kind of double checks them. Alright, these are good, these are what you need. So, welcome to the station. I'm assuming, do you know what you're looking for here? Do you know what KR's kind of told you, or did you take like that?
He told us you were going to tell us.
R07.
R07, the ship, yep. So, KR ordered some goods, and you know how deliveries just sometimes don't go well. It's a real dangerous place. People think that items you have, I guess, are illegal in certain spots. And so that's what happened. The Remnant kind of picked those up, and they're now on the ship, the R07, and you're going to need to get in there. There's a few ways I could recommend it. You all seem very capable. Maybe you want to, like, schmooze the governess, and maybe she can get you access onto it. That might be something that interests you guys.
I'm going to look right at 6.
Maybe.
If that's not your thing, there's for those of you who look as he's kind of looking to Grit and Locke, those who seem more technologically capable, there's a main security hub that might get you some access, can upgrade those ID cards that can get you in as like a crew, or if you're just, as he kind of looks towards you, like sideways glance real quick, doesn't want you to catch an eye, maybe we just have penchants for violence. There's some, indentured servants who maybe could help you get there. They, the remnant seem to hire a lot of, people, as he like quickly glances your way to help them like load up the ship, because sometimes droids are better used elsewhere.
What kind of ship is the RO6? RO7?
The RO7 is a Temple class ship. It's essentially the size of a not quite a Star Destroyer. It's just under it.
Big.
It is big. Out of character, fun thing to understand when you will get to see it. It is humongous. It will take you close to 15 hours to walk from front of the ship to back of the ship.
Oh, it's huge. Okay.
It is humongous.
We're not stealing that one.
No.
Yeah. So those are my ideas. Just to give you a fair heads up, their main station is definitely heavily guarded. The Remnant are real secretive type people. They kind of just let this station run itself. The governess has been able to get like the independence. It's kind of like a corporate owned thing, but she gets to private run it, which is what allowed me to open this business here, and you've seen others. They kind of give us our freedoms. They are pretty good at what they do for security, but when they tell you to do something, you kind of have to do it.
So, you know the governess?
Oh, yeah, no,
So we can just tell her that you sent us, right?
No, don't. That's not how that should go. Because if you screw up, that's going to look really bad on me. And
So these crates that we're getting off this RO7,
yeah.
how will we know what the crates are?
So excellent question. See, I knew you have a brains in the group, and excellent that you do. You always got to have one. So he's gonna pull out.
The only one with intelligence.
Actually, I have 2 on each of my head tentacles.
That is.
That's actually true. I looked it up.
That's impressive.
That's. So he's twice as smart as all of us. All right. Good to know. As he just kind of like turns to a box and opens it, here's a scanner. What this will do, it's going to kind of beep you towards where you need to go. When you find the box that's right, it's going to, clearly indicate that this is what you were looking for. There's about 4 crates that KR really kind of needs. Those were his. He's already paid for them. He would like those delivered successfully. There's some other stuff on the ship, clearly something that large doesn't just carry smaller stuff. So, if there's anything personal you guys want to find, or maybe know someone who has a business that's willing to, buy odds and ends, I would be willing if you're looking to get some more.
So I've heard for a long time about these things, these bribes.
Yeah.
Can't you just bribe them to get the goods?
As I was saying, the Remnant kind of do things their way. It's more of a take and take type of relationship. They take and you don't. That's just how that kind of works. So you don't ask for things. You just kind of get told what things are.
Why? Better question. How did K's crates end up on this ship?
I'm going to direct that back to KR. If he didn't tell you, then clearly that's not my place to talk about other people's business. Because his business isn't my business right now. You're my business.
I'll lean over to you and... You remember he said the no asking questions thing? That's probably a question you shouldn't ask.
Understood. So, can this governess get us aboard this ship?
Yeah, she has a lot of sway. Very gorgeous woman, I must add. That's part of the reason I don't want you guys really to talk to her and know it's me. Unless you do well. If you feel like you're doing well, absolutely, here is my business card. Let her know that I sent you, that you're skilled, but if you're going to do something that's really going to, rock the station, don't give her that card. So,
Like explosives?
Yeah, so words like that are bad for business. That's the type of things we don't like to hear. But she's very influential. She has a good relationship. She holds a lot of great parties. She's single. You know, the important things you need to know. Yeah, I recommend that she could get you there. She tends to know she can give you probably access to the maintenance tunnels to get you through their security checkpoints.
Oh, so she's going to be okay helping us infiltrate the ship.
I mean,
She's on the inside
Like-
circle of trust.
what I'm saying is, you know, you're not just going to go up to her and be like, hey, can you help me, like, undermine the people who have given me power? But, you know, I know, as, you know, because I'm a guy who knows things, you know stuff. I just know she's not super happy in the business relationship she's in. You know, like I've been describing, I'm not going to say anything bad about the Remnant, but they're not good at business. They're you know, it's in the positive way, in the very positive way. Don't laugh. They're good people. They're not good people. And you know, people like us, people who like are freelancers, we kind of like to stretch our legs, and they just really don't like us to stretch our legs. Can't be a big man with the Remnant around, if you get what I'm saying. And I think that would really win over the governess's trust if maybe someone could help her with that problem.
Understood. Well, I think we should all get together and plan. If you don't have anything else for us.
I mean, you know, I am a shop. If you want to buy some goods, if you need a place to come back, not if you cause trouble, but if you need to like check things out and prepare yourselves, yeah, I'm open for business. And if, you know, like you said, if you do your job and you find things and you're looking for a person to sell to, you know, just ideas in the air.
Noted.
Excellent.
We're gonna kind of step outside and kind of confer with the group.
I'll follow.
Well, we're 0 for 1 on consoles, so I think the governess isn't that bad of an idea.
Well, let's think about this for a second. So, 6, you think you can handle her?
Don't know, never met her.
Well,
But I mean, yeah, I'm sure I can handle another beautiful woman.
out of character. What's your charm skill?
One. I have 1 rank up.
And okay, but your presence is 3.
My presence is 3.
So it's a yellow and 2 green. So that's at least good. So we, you know, as long as you have some training, that's a viable option. What is your guys' tech skills?
As long as she's not wearing some kind of weird mask. You know. Everyone we meet's wearing a mask.
As long as I can drug her, she's going to be fine.
Yeah,
What do you
lower
use for
hypnol.
attacks? Mechanics? Or
Yeah,
is there
mechanics.
like a computer?
There
So I
is
have the same, 3 and 1.
there is a computers check, and then there's
Oh, there's computers. There's
Yeah.
computers. Yeah, I don't have
computers is
computers.
slicing,
I'm
mechanics is like
So I thought
repairs.
were you computers?
I can do computers.
Yeah.
What's your
Okay.
what's your level in computers?
I don't. I roll raw. I have 2 dice.
Oh, so
roll
2
wrong.
green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
no training
Governess
computers.
it is.
Yeah. Or third option, we disguise ourselves as indentured
Remnant.
servants.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking that we, you know,
Oh, steal some. Yeah.
steal some remnant suits and just walk in like we're, you know, maintenance. We could be a maintenance team.
How tall are you? Are you
3 foot.
That's an
You're
option.
3 foot.
The
Little
options
short
I
for a
gave you
first
were just
stormtrooper.
3. They're not the main. If you have a
3
better
foot
idea,
tall.
yeah.
It's like just the chess piece.
We could always
bring your kid to work
disguise
day.
ourselves as remnants and take in the newest indentured servant.
What's that? Is that like an apprentice?
I think that's you.
Yeah,
That's an option.
It's
That-
like an apprentice.
That's a slave.
As a slave? Well, they're never going to believe that.
Prisoner.
They might
So-
believe that.
Between the two, what do you guys want to try to do? You guys want to go for the governess, or
I think we would start with the governess. You know, that'd probably be our best, you know, give us the best subterfuge.
Understood. Well, do we want to just walk into her office?
Now, how do we?
and
We
confront
should
her?
probably ask Biz how we get a meeting with this governess.
Oh, okay. So
You guys step back into the
Yeah, kind
step
of
back
that
into the
Maybe we have another
office.
question.
Yeah, you guys take a second outside, come back in. So have you thought of what you wanted? How this is going to work? What can Biz do to help?
We'd like you to arrange a meeting with this governess.
Oh, perfect. As he kind of like claps his hand and looks at all of you. So not in any form of disrespect or in any way that can ruin our relationship. You guys are not well dressed. I mean, the nice lady here looks passable, but the rest of you,
You don't like my rags?
you know, different cultures and clothes. I'm not disrespecting your heritage,
Do you have something that would make it
Yeah.
more suitable looking?
Yes, I have some things that you got to look your best when you're going. You know when you meet top brass, you should dress like top brass. And I expect these clothes returned.
Something form-fitting, please.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find something.
All right.
So he spends some time. You guys have a little bit of downtime to rest, prepare your stuff. And he essentially comes out with some very nice formal wear. This isn't anything like Padme Amidala's like ornate headdress, but it's what would be looking like ambassadorial kind of clothes. They come in different colors. There's yellows, reds, purples. She has a very nice form-fitting. He has a very nice form-fitting black boots, purple pants, purple top with a gold trim, kind of like vest, one that kind of cuts over and down. Definitely leaves space for a belt and a holster, and a set of gloves on, black gloves.
Does he have any any kind of article of clothing that fully covers the arm from finger to shoulder, kind of thing like that? Like I don't know, bicep length.
Oh yeah, kind of like what we knew it from fantasy, like a gauntlet to pauldron kind of stuff.
Yeah, but not actual armor. Something
Yeah, just as a cloth. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a cybernetic arm?
No, my left arm is completely covered in bandages.
Oh, gotcha.
For my own reasons.
They thought
And
it
I
was
just
injured,
would like
yeah.
something. I don't think the bandages will look very appropriate at a gala.
He's able to get you dressed out in what is considered usable clothes. Very nice quality. They provide no armor, just as a heads up mechanic wise.
Did any of you guys notice? Was the little toy over there wearing clothes when we came in? Well, I mean, I'm holding up the clothes he gives me.
He's like a marionette doll.
No, that didn't have clothes. Why would I put clothes on a stand, on a mannequin? That's not what they're used for.
So I'll try them on.
It has this nice same type of thing for form fitting. Pretty much, it just allows good mobility. So none of you are wearing a wedding gown or.
I was kind of imagining a form-fitting dress that came down, barely covered the nipples, but crossed over the middle of the breast and kind of came down to a V just above the navel.
Okay, I see what you're going for.
So you are going for
Kind of.
Padme Amidala.
No, I don't want to look like a radar dish, from the shoulders up.
He
But
wants a
Evening-
classy slave, not a slave outfit, not a slave Leia,
Yeah.
but an escort Leia.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah, give me a second to see what I can find. You hear him snap. His little droids come over. They're arguing.
Taylor droid.
Yeah, he's pretty much getting them to tailor. Anything with etiquette. Let me just let you know, you're going to meet some influential people. The main governess should be there. There might be other people coming in and out of the business, or out of her office. So just be careful. You don't want to bump into anybody. Don't let them know you know me. So,
Probably a good idea.
yeah,
We'll
you
talk
got.
about that here in a second.
Yeah. I understand who we are.
Pretty much while your dress is being made, the top half of your dress is being made. I can up the security a little bit on these IDs that KR got you. So what's kind of your story? Who are you people? How are you going to present yourself?
Oh, can we be ambassadors?
From where?
From some faraway planet. One of the core systems, since we're in the outer rim.
Quite interesting. You come from Squib Prime. Well, it'd be kind of weird.
What wasn't your family pretty influential there, Six?
It was actually, yeah. My family
You would be
was.
from your family, and then you're a representative of your
Representative of my planet, of my homeworld.
of your. I'm assuming your family owns a company, right? Not a planet.
I forget.
I last remember that you were a princess, actually, wasn't you? You were
I was a princess, yeah.
Oh, really?
Do you really want to leverage your actual?
No, I don't want to.
history?
I don't want to use my real identity quite yet, right out of the gate. So then it goes south,
Okay, what about...
Yeah. I'm just over here looking
I
at
stole the
my
family
felt
heirloom
purple
ship.
suit in absolute disgust. My tribal people, we never had anything like this, so I'm looking at this thinking I'm going to look like a children's performer.
What race is the governess?
the governess is a human female.
The governess is human. She responds to things like these.
I hope so. Because she's not going to respond to this, and I'll hold up my suit.
Probably not.
We'll go with something that's just kind of common in our circle. How about, as he kind of looks, the nice lady with the nice now new suit.
My name's Six.
6, beautiful. I'm only 3 feet tall, but if you're looking to
I wasn't asking.
All right, beautiful.
Not offering. Thank
You know what? You miss 100% of the blaster shots you don't take. So, so
I like him.
Yeah.
6. You're going to be the main. We'll say you're the main ambassador. You know, just use. Let's do Schmalderon.
Schmalderon. From
No one's
Schmalderon,
gonna know,
Bonhausen,
right?
Ricken,
No one's-
There's a million planets. in this system.
Steinhausen,
It's the new Alderaan, right? That's Alderaan.
Schmalderon.
Schmalderon. Don't essentially you just need it to get in there. No one's really gonna double check it. And
Except for when we meet the governess, and she's like, "So, who are you?" Well, we're from Schmalderon.
well,
We're dust collectors.
you're just
Yeah.
going to you're just gonna have to
I'm an ambassador of Schmalderon.
just be honest with her to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Be straightforward. Be charming. Be a business person. Be a business person. And you three, well,
Are my security detail.
yeah, security, probably a personal attendant, as he kind of looks quickly at Vindictus, and is like, or sorry, Victus, he's just like, Locke, like that one over there can be your personal attendant, and that's your bodyguard, and,
Put my hands up.
yeah, that can be your pet.
Mascot.
Yeah,
Butler.
it's your butler. There you go. 2 attendants. That's even fancier. They're gonna
What's
like
a
it.
butler do?
They buttle.
Hey, bottle.
Okay.
Like serve drinks.
You know bottling, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They serve.
Of course I do.
You're like a better droid. You're an organic droid. That's what that is. They buttle.
All right.
All right. So I will get you a ride over to the governess's area. It's in the center of the station. As you remember when you first came in, it's pretty much you're sitting on one of those like tops. Her station is the center pillar. It's pretty much at the top part of it. You'll get over there and have to take an elevator up.
What's the deal with weapons? Is this bodyguards are allowed to carry, or what's the story here?
So, of course, space is a dangerous place. Pirates are problems. You are allowed your personal weapons, so the holstered gun, your walking stick, will probably be asked to be left at the entrance. Not of the elevator, but with the attendant. Everything is asked to be secured for the governess's safety. Any loud problems, disturbances, the remnant will respawn pretty quickly. So you don't want to bring down a whole herd of white on you.
What kind of event are we going to? Is this like a party? Or is this just like, we're just going to like her house?
Essentially, you're going to her office, like the governess's office.
yeah.
There are a lot of people in and out because there's always merchants looking to get special privileges, things like that. She's a very influential, very powerful, very gorgeous, very hardworking. Did I mention gorgeous woman
Oh.
who's just single and really runs a tight ship? So you just want to make sure that you stay on her good side in case you run anything. It's just something I wanted you to know because I always like to be prepared.
Biz, you have any luck with blaster hits there?
I haven't gone to the
Taking a
range
shot?
yet. Yeah, I haven't gone to the blasting range yet. So we're just,
I'm sure you've taken a lot of shots.
business is good when it needs to be. That's what we're saying.
Well, I'm dressed.
Alright.
I'm ready.
I've got the dress.
Yep.
Thinking like a purple dress. Deep purple.
Deep purple, nice. Really accentuates your skin tones and
Oh, yeah.
looks nice.
You got green skin, right?
Yes, I do.
Alright.
Green natural pairing.
Feel like Gamora out of Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
I was thinking more like the Hulk, but yeah, go ahead.
Hey, She-Hulk.
Female.
Yep. So you
My
guys
brawn
are,
is one.
you guys are able to get on your ride. You pass through town. Arrive shortly later. Take the elevator nice up. It's
Yep.
blame by. As you make it to the top, you can see pretty much like an office. There's a desk at the front with an alien kind of sitting there. Doesn't look Twi'lek, doesn't look Rhodian. The species kind of hard to identify, but you can see there's a few chairs along the windows, a carpet rolling through. As the door opens, you can see the attendant kind of stop, wave you over. What do you do?
I follow 6 up, standing at her right side.
I'll walk up. Wait to be addressed.
The Rhodian not the Rhodian. The alien speaks in a voice that is both kind of like female and male. It sounds like dual voice kind of coming through. It's hard to tell its gender. Yes, how can I help you?
I'm here to see the governess. She's expecting me.
Oh, may I ask who you are?
You don't know who I am.
I apologize. Can you give me a deception check? Let's see if
Okay.
we can. I would accept.
Should I do charm?
Yeah, I would accept a charm.
So how does it work? So, I'm sorry, yeah, it's going to take me a while to get used to this dice.
Not a problem at all.
2
So,
green, 1
So
yellow.
I've got 3 presents,
So that's 3 green.
three
three
green.
green,
And then what's your skill?
1 rank,
So you
and
upgrade 1 green to a yellow.
1 green to a yellow.
There's no like assist or
And then do I roll any other dice?
1 second, because Josh, you brought up an excellent question. Yes, you can assist. Let me ask.
So
how-
I
how
just
do
want
you
to
see it?
smirk. I just want to smirk flippantly when he doesn't recognize her name.
Okay, so your character's gonna try to somehow intimidate or like yeah, you're trying to put pressure on her. Excellent. So now you can help 6 in their check. So what is your charm and what is your skill?
So I have 1 presence and 0 charm.
Okay, so essentially you can't do anything to help. I would say I would allow a blue, which is a little different, but at the core, if you had a higher presence than 6 or a higher charm, you can mix and match
Right.
to help
so,
get
yeah,
that
not,
skill.
Not beating that.
But essentially, you will get to add a blue dice now,
Okay.
Yes.
which is a boost dice to help you get through this.
All right.
And rolling against
And
what?
you
And you're,
need your
you need
difficulty.
purple. Sorry, not 1 purple. You need 2 purple. This woman is an office worker. She's used to seeing stuff, but clearly you all look dressed.
All right, what have I got here? I've got a blank on the blue dice, so that's nothing. I've got 2 of these little guys right here, look like
Those are threats.
Those are threats.
2 threats,
they
and I've got,
cancel out advantages.
which are these things, right?
Nope, those are
Nope, no
successes.
success.
Okay.
You have 3 successes and 1 advantage total.
Okay.
Okay.
So that counts. So
I mean, 1 threat. I'm sorry. 3 successes, 1 threat.
All right,
Yep.
So you've succeeded, but
and I want to use my pheromones to up it a notch.
Ooh, okay. So you'll take the strain, and then you up your pheromones add.
They get to add. They basically move it 1 category. They move it 2 strain. Upgrade the ability of a charm check.
So that would mean changing 1 of the extra green to a yellow.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So,
So should I re-roll 1 of these green ones?
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you already have a pretty good. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you've essentially had
Go.
a.
You hit no change.
Okay, no change.
And 2 mark off 2 straight.
Where is that at? Is it on?
That is under your above.
Left-hand side.
It'd be next to your runes, right to the right of runes, above defense.
So mark. So I'm okay. Threshold current. Okay, so I go up 2.
Yep.
Okay.
What did you already? Oh, you've already pheromoned before.
The strain.
No, I didn't do it because I had a mask on.
Yeah. The
but
strain
I'm just
can
wondering
be
how you got
healed after
Well, I
this.
had 4. And I
As
started
you
with
rest.
4 strain. I don't know why, but I must have.
It's from last
gone down
session.
to 6. Okay. All right. So I end up with 1 threat with 3 successes.
So you succeeded. Essentially, what that I'd say, like how that would look to me, is you got her to acquiesce to like, oh my gosh, I don't know, and now I'm embarrassed. But she's definitely probably gonna like be more aware that like, oh, I should definitely make sure I know this woman's file. I apologize. Yes. As you can see her clicking away at the keyboard, her screen has icons popping up. You have a meeting right now. Is the one I was
Right now.
Yes, excellent. I will let her know as she quickly buzzes. Your meeting scheduled is scheduled for now, miss. They're here for you. She seems very flustered, or they seem very flustered. On across the tone you hear, of course, let them in. And I'm assuming you walk towards down the end of the hallway and enter the office.
Wait for stand at the door and wait for it to be open for me.
Door automatically opens. This is a beautiful office. This isn't clearly just anyone's governmental office. There's flowers, there's large bookcases, there's even a little water fountain kind of sitting in it. At the back there is a large window overseeing pretty much the station, and it's weird because as you see it, it seems to rotate. You don't know if it's your pillar is rotating or the station is moving around the pillar. But there's a grand desk. The person behind it is looking at multiple little data pads, tapping away on them with their tools. You can see that they seem to be middle-aged, closer to about 40. Blonde hair, neatly pulled back, draped kind of around the shoulders. It looks like there's a bit of a bun in the back. A mixture of what looks like a business suit with a bit of like some type of military modifications. You can see like a pauldron on one.
They're like guards?
No,
Or
this
they're
is
watering the flowers?
this is the woman behind the desk. This is the main person. It looks like a mixture of kind of like a active, like ground formal wear. This would imagine like a business, female business attorney, but she's like, yeah, I know I deal with people who are sometimes less than lawful, and I can probably handle myself.
Okay.
Yes. May please come in. As she stops, kind of puts her data pad down, looks down. It's a pleasure to meet you.
So besides the four of us and her, is there anyone else in here once the door closes?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
This will be 3 difficulty, 3 purple.
So I have no. So 3 purple.
Can anyone else roll for
And
this?
then perception.
Yeah, if you would also like anyone who would like to roll.
What's perception?
I want to
Is that
assess the room as well.
oh, it's
Three
agility. Cunning. Okay, so cunning. So I'm only the greens are the standard ones, right? So I'm only 2
Yes,
cunning. Okay.
green is your standard ability dice, and yellow is
So,
All right.
not a
So
problem.
perception.
My
You
cunning is 2.
What are
my
these things?
perception is
How many?
1.
Those
One
are
rank?
difficulty
So
dice.
one
Oh, you mean
green, one
the,
yellow.
the
Symbols.
the symbols?
every
Those are
skill
failures.
upgrades.
Failures, and I have 2
Right.
Advantages.
advantages.
So you have 4 failures, 2 advantage.
So I'm not quite sure what that means. But
I succeeded
Succeeded.
with 1 threat.
Okay.
I have a net 1. Oh, you said 3 purple. Sorry, hang on a second. I have 1 success, 1 threat.
But one of those purples was a double failure.
No, when I grabbed it, it
Oh, I
changed.
see. Got it.
1 success, 1 threat
I
now.
don't know what I got.
Blunder.
All right.
And then you got to roll 3 of these.
3 purples.
Yeah.
Currently 3 successes.
So
3
you
successes, 2 threats.
So, 1
So-
success.
The threats
No.
mean you fail. So you didn't see anything, but you have advantage. So you're aware of the surroundings. You kind of remember what's going on. Victus, you succeeded. You didn't have any disadvantages.
I had 1 threat, but no, I did succeed by 3.
Okay.
And I'm the same.
Okay.
1 success, 1 threat.
So did Josh.
No, Josh has, so Locke has 3 successes, 2 threats.
So for those who have succeeded, you don't see any person, but you do see clearly there's kind of like a crease in some of the walls, which from your experience, knowledge, that's probably where some droids in a closet are sitting. So this person has easy, quick responses. You're aware that from your like advantage, looks like there's kind of domes on the ceiling. It's probably some type of camera or something. So this woman has, from just a quick glance, maybe not an obvious security system, but she's definitely well protected.
She's under surveillance.
So for the threats, do you just want us to take the strain for those, or do you have something in mind yourself?
Mostly what I'm doing those is, for this setting, for right now for this, I would say it's not knowing the full
Spectrum.
Okay.
spectrum of what could happen. You don't have a clear idea of what's going on.
Generally, when you take strain from threats, it's in combat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not straining yourself to be like, what does that dome look like?
Right.
I can't think of it. Yeah. This is more of just like, yeah, like we as people would know it. You're like, oh yeah, that's probably like a camera or a turret. But you're just like, yep, that's a fishbowl bound on the ceiling. That's all it is to me. Weird cosmetics. So it's a character knowledge. Sorry, go ahead. Who would like to?
I say, well met, governess. My name is Orchid. I'm
Orchid?
ambassador from Schmolderon.
She,
Try to keep it straight, please.
you can see even under her, she like kind of stops and like gives you a very professional look. You see kind of like her cheek flutter a bit, like, Orchid from Schmolder.
That's correct.
Excellent. I am Governess Deanna Wood. And how can I help you today?
Well, my family is looking to expand its enterprise into off-planet trade. I was referred here that this might be a suitable place to invest some of our financial gains.
Oh, well, we're always looking to have new relations come about with trade, business, and others. What type of resources are you offering?
But we offer the resource of credit And we're in the transportation business.
Transportation is the thing that our little station could always use more of. We have a lot of merchants, but we need a lot more ships moving goods. Excellent.
Well, I can assume that because of the remnants, shall we say, presence here, that it can constrict some of your ability to conduct business in the way that you would see most beneficial.
Oh, yes. As she stands up, you can see she has quite an athletic build. This isn't a person who kind of let themselves get slovenly or wasteful. They're very well groomed, well form-fitting. And they step around from their desk and start walking towards the center of the room, towards you. Please have a seat. It was rude of me to not offer up the dinner. I would be quite curious about furthering these negotiations. As for, she kind of now looks at the rest of you.
I'm kind of walking around almost like a parody of a wealthy person because I don't really know what they do, but I'm just like checking out the curtains and looking at the furniture and the chairs and just
You're taking screws out of the ceiling panels.
Just kind of judging her.
I will meet her gait, with my own as I alter my skin tone ever so slightly and kind of sit, up on one cheek a little bit and, cross-legged with, as much thigh exposed as possible.
Understood.
And say, so.
As you said before, not all relationships are positive relationships. And it's good to keep options open as a business partner. It seems like you have an opportunity for me. As she's kind of like looking, you can notice that she seems to be eyeing Manus. Or not Manus, sorry. Victus. She's eyeing Victus as he like...
For those listening to, Manus is my other character I play in a different game.
Yes.
She eyes Victus. Yeah, other opportunities seem to be abound. What type of trade are you trying to negotiate?
Well, I look up at the dome and say, I'd like to be frank.
I appreciate directness.
I'm kind of weird. He keeps changing his name. Or she keeps changing her name.
Yeah. I say, is there a private space that we can talk? Because I look up at the dome.
That's not for others. That's private.
Very well. Well, I'd like to offer this. We are here looking to network new relationships, and also by putting you into an advantageous place against the remnant contingency here, we would like to stage a theft in which you would be the solution to, therefore increasing your posture with the remnant's forces here on the planet and giving you more leverage to conduct your business. We basically create deception, for the better good where we need to place, and our credits, cover our tracks.
As you kind of talk about that, she beats you to the crossing over her legs now, and then kind of leans forward. Well, now that is quite a robust opportunity. Money, getting rid of some unwanted garbage around our area, and there's a lot of possibilities here. Well. I like drama. This is going to work perfectly for me. Are all of the people here going to be part of this little...
It's like, now that Six is being frank, I'm just going to drop the act and just walk back over there.
There's like clearly a change in posture.
Oh, thank God, I can let the gut out.
Yeah.
Button goes.
What's your name again?
Victus.
Victus.
Yeah.
I say, Victus oversees the books, and I'll let him discuss with you the details of the financial transactions.
And this whole conversation, I've been standing right off her right shoulder. When she sat down, I was standing right behind her to her right.
Yeah. You know that she's been eyeing you, like, real hard.
Understood. So with this operation, and I'm, like you brought up, this conversation has gone through this, what I consider weak deception. Not that this deception is weak, but I find deception to be a weakness. My character is inherently blunt.
Yeah.
I'm going to take very slight offense at my weak performance.
No, that's not what I meant. I swear.
I'm not dissing you guys.
I'm not dissing you guys. You guys are wonderful. So, this operation here, we're looking for a couple pieces of cargo on there. What do you get out of this? What do you want? What can we do to sweeten this deal for you?
Well, to be forward, you're going to do something for me already, which is you're just going to make the remnant look incompetent. And even if that doesn't earn me anything financially, it really just makes my day. And so that right there is good enough. Now, that being said, I'm going to help get you access to their ship, access to some of their information. If I could ask you, and I know this is kind of a weird request, if there's any damages to my beautiful station, you know, the remnants really have to cover that, because that's part of the protection fee I pay.
Subconsciously, I'll pat my frag grenades.
I just want to make sure nothing's permanently broken, but enough for me to really let them know that they really failed their jobs. You know, I pay good money to have them here and help part of this, and if that just, they seem incompetent, well, maybe the merchants here, maybe I might need to look for some other business.
Could you get us the schematics?
So wait, she just said that we can blow shit up, right?
No, I've never said such words. I don't know where you got that.
We'll do a lesson on tact later there, Grace.
Your fourth companion seems very eager, which I always enjoy. Eagerness. You seem like a wonderful group of people.
As I was saying, do you think you could get us the schematics for R07?
The main ship, that I don't. The remnant, I'm a little tight-pocketed around certain things. Okay. The station, I can get you through. Their maintenance, I can get you through. I can get you onto the ship.
How will you get us on? What will we be?
I'm going to have you enter as maintenance staff. You're going to be there to help be pretty much cargo movers, repairmen. What you do with that once you're on board isn't my concern. Don't blow up my station. Damages are okay. Don't blow it up.
And low damage is desired.
Yes, yeah, of course. I whatever you can do to ruin the reputation of the remnant is absolutely what I am asking.
And how are we to find these crates?
With our scanner that he gave us.
And then, of course, if, as she again kind of like looks directly at you and kind of smirks, Smalderon has legitimate business they would like to do, whoever may be your patron. You know, when I gain full control of the station, we're always looking for good opportunities.
We look forward to padding those relationships in the future.
And just this now off. Are we finished with the big business? Can we talk personal business?
We are finished with the big business.
Yeah, so you have an interesting team you walk with. Is there goods to be bought and sold?
It depends on what we recover from the ship now, doesn't it?
Oh, I meant in this room.
Oh, well.
She's clearly like, I want your boy. What's he worth to you?
I look at Victus.
So, sorry, this is hilarious to me. Let me get in character. So, Victus is just going to look you dead in the eye, like with pure malice, just like, don't you dare sell me.
Victus is, he's a being of many talents, but does not come with its own entanglements, without its own entanglements. So therefore, but I, on the other hand, can be bought and sold. So we'll have to be a group engagement.
On my planet, the women would impress the men with a display of combat or athleticism.
Am I late for the orgy?
Essentially, the governess, Diane, would, she kind of like smirks knowingly. Well, you're a very smart merchant to put the goods that you can't sell on display. It's very enticing.
Locke, are they talking about sex?
My goodness, no. We're talking about an exchange of goods.
I'll just shrug.
That being said, it sounds like you four have quite a lot of work ahead of you. I will get everything prepared. We didn't have this talk.
What talk?
Beautiful. Is there anything besides the equipment are
The maintenance suits. We'll need this. Can we upgrade our key cards with the proper security
Of course.
clearances?
And do you have any way we can mask our transponder for our ship? I have a plan. And it requires a false transponder signal.
Oh, you have a personal ship too. Well, that's going to be a little bit harder. It's going to take more time to work on. Is your ship needed for your means of transport?
For escape.
Okay. She kind of like taps her fingers together, and you see she's thinking for a minute. Okay, how about we explain it this way? You're going to be the maintenance crew, you're going to be entering on. I'm going to take ownership of this ship you have and ask that it be loaded onto the RO7. Is that my understanding?
As long as we can get it onto the ship without raising any alarms, that's all I care about.
So we're gonna put the Rose Road on the arrow set.
So, I mean, I look at the group, and then I look at the governess, and I'm gonna be like, do we want to discuss the plan here, or do we want to wait until we're...
Once we get the Rose Road loaded onto the arrow set, how are we gonna get it out of there?
Well, that's part of my plan. Do you want to spill the beans?
I definitely.
You point out to the mic.
The dome. Did he shut the dome down?
Yeah, I thought you were pointing at the dome.
Yeah, I'd like to know the details of this plan of yours.
Alright. No objections. Alright. So my thought, the three of us, and I look at Grist and Locke, go on as maintenance. 6 gets the ship. We go on, we secure the hangar. Stealthily, of course. Was the hangar secure? 6 boards the ship. We find the cargo. We bring the cargo to the ship. We set some charges where we need to. Most likely along the access tube connecting the ship to the station. We evacuate via the ship and detonate the charges.
Oh, so we're connecting to the ship. We're not putting the Rose Road in.
No, we're putting the Rose Row in the ship, but where RO7's connected to the space station, those are the tubes we walk down when we're maintenance crews. Mm-hmm. We do some maintenance along the tube, and we plant some charges along the way. And then we blow those once we get out on the Rose Road.
So we are blowing shit up.
Yes.
Sounds good.
You just see
Yes,
her like
yes,
kind
we
of
are,
like
Grist.
quickly push a button so the camera's like turns off.
The remnant,
Continue on.
Remnant blunder, logistical blunder.
I
we
gotta
get the
have
charges?
no evidence for what's going on here.
The charges, the governess will provide us with charges. Won't you, governess?
Can you get us a manifest of the supplies that are on the? You said they're a little tight-lipped, but can you get a manifest of the supplies for inventory purposes that are on the ship?
That's a lot of supplies.
That's.
It's a 15.
They tend to keep that. You would have to go to the security station and then see if you can go from there. They tend to keep me out of that section of the station.
I figure we just get what we need to and then blow up and take whatever else we can
We
carry.
still don't know what we're supposed to bring.
I thought the scanners was supposed
What's the
to show
scanner
us.
gonna tell us?
And what's the range on the scanner? Like, will they detect them anywhere on the ship, or are we gonna?
We don't know yet.
Beautiful questions. So first off, to answer, yes.
We're all walking around the ship like.
Business scanner.
Looking like Ghostbusters.
What are you guys doing?
Business scanner will
I'm
tell
in
you.
maintenance. Yeah.
What are you
the other
checking?
way.
Don't worry, it's technical shit. Don't worry. Yes, business scanner will tell you which ones you are. You know, there's 4 crates that you need. You also know the ship is quite large. It probably has a range. He didn't tell you the range. Most scanner ranges are within a couple of miles. They're not within like huge distances. So you're just going to get kind of a reading. Yes, I need to go this way. You know, if as soon as you pretty much get into the cargo hold, you can just kind of pop it on and then just follow it like a Geiger counter there until you get to where you need to get, and it'll tell you. The other question on where to get charges, the governess is very open that her position of authority doesn't grant her that. You might know somebody who can find you some, or, which she thinks is even a better idea, using people's tools against them. I'm very positive the Remnant have some type of high impact armaments.
But that'd be on the ship, most likely.
Probably somewhere in their storage. Probably their own people have grenades and charges and stuff like that. I mean, hell, if you need to, you can just turn the cannons of the ship out and be like, we got this.
It's a
Broadside the station.
All right, so it sounds like we've got a basic framework of our plan.
agreed.
Yeah, okay. All right, good. All right, so once she gets us, I guess what we need, I think we're good, right?
That looks like a good spot for us to end. You guys are going to get your supplies, get suited up, and then it sounds like head out to the RO7 and get the supplies back for KO.
All right.
Plus a ship that size. I want to do a little research on those types of ships when we get back to the Rosen Road.
The Temple class.
I'd like to assume that a ship that size must have replacement parts for its shield generator, which I wouldn't mind acquiring.
Excellent.
Yeah, like if there's a manifest, maybe we could just like search the manifest.
Yeah, right,
Instead of
yeah.
like, here's a list of everything on the
Yeah.
ship. You know, we just want to like, you know, control that find.
Okay. So yeah, we could maybe get the parts for a shield generator. Maybe we can upgrade the shield generator on the Rosen Road. Millennium Falcon had a shield generator from the Star Destroyer on it. That's how it could take so much damage.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-Sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.